Hello everyone, back tuning in to the 13th Christmas update. So we've reached a halfway mark on the Christmas update. So we've got 25 penciled in. So we've reached number 13 halfway through. And we've had a very clear trend through the first half of these Christmas updates, which has been for mild zonal, at times stormy and wet conditions to be dominating around the Christmas period. Remember, we can't pinpoint this down to the exact weather on the day of Christmas Day, so what we're looking at and for is the trend of the long-range CFS V2 model around the middle to late December and then early January period, so the period around Christmas and into the new year. And the trend, as I say, it's been very much there throughout all of these updates, really, other than update 5, which was colder. They have all generally been very unsettled, at times really stormy. We have had a few that have been very mild and more settled, but overall I think we can say that the trend this year so far has been for weather to be stormy around the Christmas period. We'll see what the 13th update has to say in a moment. Just to tell you a little bit more about the model. So we're using the CFS V2 9-monthly forecast from the website metroseal.fa. You can find the link to Metroseal on the links page. We're using the midday run. We always use the same run wherever possible, and then we can't be told off for cherry picking. It's just purely the way that the charts are coming out as we're doing the update, so we're not looking for any particular outcome. And also, of course, generated midday yesterday. There's a 24-hour delay on these charts coming through. Just before I get on with Christmas update, just say that the Christmas shop is open, so if you've got any Christmas shop to do at Amazon between now and Christmas, then please click through the Amazon banners in the Christmas shop. It takes you through to Amazon, I should say, from the Christmas page, and then from there you go and often do your Christmas shopping. So thanks very much everybody for doing that. Running a bit late, so I'm going to try and get through this as quick as I can. We're starting off here on the 12th of December, where we've got quite a stormy area of low pressure out to the northwest of the country. So here we go again. It looks like the 13th update is following the same trend as all of the updates except for update 5 this year. We've got a 960 millibar area of low pressure out to the northwest of Scotland. There's gales or severe gale force winds approaching the country, no doubt quite a lot of heavy rain as well. We run through up to the middle part of December, so this is from the 14th into the 15th of December, looking very unsettled, very stormy here as we're going into the middle part of the month. Then we go through beyond the middle part of the month, no real change. It's taking us up to the 18th of December, when again looking very, very unsettled, really deep areas of low pressure around the country. We're possibly losing the worst of the stormiest of the winds, but overall this is still very unsettled, possibly becoming a little bit cooler there as well. It looks like the jet stream is starting to shift a little bit further southward, so that's what's taking the stormy winds down into sort of France and Spain. But it's not overly cold, and it is very unsettled with lots of heavy rain sweeping across the country. That takes us up to the 19th of December. So we'll run up to Christmas and look at this. Off we go again on the 21st of December. Another intense area of low pressure brings severe gale force winds and a battering of heavy rain as well. The central pressure of that one is around 945 millibars. So again, we're running up towards Christmas, 21st of December, and it looks very, very stormy and wet as well. A real pre-Christmas storm, that one. Now again, closer to Christmas, so we've gone to the 23rd of December into Christmas Eve, and we find low pressure is still dominating. We've lost the worst of those horrendous winds. It's still very unsettled, and the air is still coming in off the Atlantic, so it's not particularly cold. But it is an improvement in terms of it being a little bit dry. It's not as wet. Also, it's not as stormy. You would expect showery bursts of rain to be coming in with this, and possibly colder for a little bit of winteriness over the tops of the Scottish mountains. But overall, the flow is actually there, looking relatively mild. So that's Christmas Eve. This is Christmas Day. How Christmas Day is looking on the 13th update. It's looking unsettled. Low pressure is just to the northeast of Scotland. So we're still bringing showery bursts around this area of low pressure. It is turning a little bit colder, so you wouldn't rule out the chance of some winteriness in with the showers in the north. It would be mainly rain showers, of course, or completely rain showers down in the south. And probably a reasonable amount of dry and bright weather as well. Temperatures, I would have thought, close to average. And then this takes us to Boxing Day, where it looks a little bit more settled here and possibly a bit colder too. So Boxing Day, perhaps a bit colder, mainly dry, sunny spells, possibly even cold enough for a bit of frost early and late. But again, look at this area of low pressure that's just to our west in the Atlantic. That's looking a little bit ominous, I have to say. So we've dealt with Christmas. Let's go beyond Christmas and run up towards New Year, see what's going to happen. And it's turning unsettled again, basically. Low pressure is coming in. Whilst not the same intensity of low pressure there after Christmas as we had before Christmas, it's not as stormy. It is still very unsettled with showers or longer spells of rain. We are trying to get a bit of a Scandinavian high going, you'll notice. 1030 millibar area of high pressure is up there over Scandinavia. Not really able to influence our weather on this particular update. But we'll have to see whether that continues to be trended. We're going to trend to see that in subsequent runs. We've gone to New Year now, so this is midnight on New Year's Day, and still looking unsettled. Now we're starting to pull in much milder air from the southwest, and then into the early part of the year, so it turns stormy again. Look at this, we're off and running again on the 2nd of January after perhaps not too bad a New Year's Eve day. By the 2nd of January, we're back to very stormy conditions, wet, windy with severe gales sweeping the country once again. I mean, I'll just run you through the first few days of the new year, and it stays very, very unsettled. Yes, more low pressure driving in from off the Atlantic, bringing stormy weather. Eventually, by the 11th, we're starting to pull up some very mild air from the south as well. A little bit of a taste of spring perhaps coming through there. And those very mild and slightly drier and less stormy conditions continue up to the middle part of January. So certainly nothing to be excited about if you want cold weather again in this 13th update. Sorry, way the Christmas updates are working out this year. These are just way the model is throwing them out. Clearly it does have a trend to be very unsettled and stormy through this sort of mid-December to late December to early January period, whilst this particular run did actually produce some slightly more seasonable feeling weather over the days of Christmas. We can't take that seriously, and what you can take from this is that again the trend is maintained: stormy, wet, severe gales, all of that kind of thing around the Christmas period, and that's the 13th update. Done and dusted. So we're past the midway point now. We'll see what the 14th update has to say when we come to do it in a couple of days' time. We'll do that on Thursday evening. I'm quite surprised that we haven't really had a very cold one yet. Certainly since the 5th update, we haven't really had anything cold. I'm a little bit surprised at how consistent the CFS model is being. It isn't normally this consistent. It does have the trend. Maybe the wrong trend, just because it has a trend doesn't mean that it's the right trend at all. So keep watching this space. We might see some colder runs appearing before too much longer. But the 13th update is definitely another stormy one. Right, that's all for now. Thanks for watching.